Alright, so today's video is going to be about renting a winning team from the market on a budget of 500 DEC to make it out of bronze and into silver. It's going to be a little challenging. The game is getting filled with more and more powerful players, so making it through bronze can be difficult at times. We're gonna go with Wiseman Leon, because that is the account that I set up with all of the stuff that it is gonna need. So recently they nerfed the rewards. So in essence, being in bronze and getting your rewards is still good. You still have a chance of getting cards and whatnot. But ideally, you want to make it through bronze and into silver. In silver, you're going to start seeing your good DEC rewards and decent cards. I hear gold is better, but I always have a lot of difficulty making it to gold. I'm still battling with that on my main account. So today, we're going to solely focus on renting these lower level cards. These that say like 0.0011 a day. We want to rent a few of these because they're cheap and you can rent them for up to a week, up to a month at a time. Really just depends on what you can find. Like this one right here, this level 3, I'm gonna rent it for a week at barely 100 DEC, I want to say. So now I have that card for a week. But yeah, so this is just kind of basically the gist. But I'm gonna revamp what I was gonna do. Originally, I was gonna just pick one splinter and use it to get to silver. But personally, I feel like if I can bounce between 2 or 3 different splinters, that I achieve my goal a little bit faster and a little bit easier. Yeah, there we go. So, back. Come on, phone. Alright. I saw a video about this being a pretty decent tank. So let's see what we got here. Level 3. Yeah, we'll rock with this level 3. Rent. Like I said, I'm going to try and keep it under the 500 DEC rental fee. And I'm going to try and obtain as many of these cards for as long as I can, because I can't afford to build a second deck right now. I would love to. God, I would love to, but I can't afford it. So, let's get our butt in the market and just rent some cards that we know will work. So, I really like this werewolf. He silences the enemy, and what that does is it lowers the enemy's magic cost. He's going to be a little bit more expensive, 56 DEC. I'm okay with that. That's the first one that actually costed a little bit. So we're looking good so far, because I still got to rent the Death Splinter cards too. Plus, typically, you want to rent at least one Legendary Summoner or Epic Summoner. But today, the goal is to do this for as cheap as possible. I am going to grab this Alpha Life card just so I can get the boost on its stuff as well. How much is 60 for a level 10? Maybe I'm just gonna rock him at level 1. I don't know yet. Okay, level 2. Level 2 is better than level 1. See, he's a little bit more expensive to rent. So you kinda gotta pay attention to what you're doing. There's a level 5 for 34. Okay. I think I'm gonna take this level 4 though. Rent. See, it's 117, so we're gonna lower the days to 2. That's 33 DEC. I can live with that. Like I said, we're doing this on a budget. But I'm trying to get at least one of my secondary accounts into silver also. Last season I had 2 of my lower accounts in silver as well. But the problem was I kept running out of power before I could claim the rewards, because they changed the reward system. Nowadays you have to be able to hold your power. And this is one of my favorite life cards, period. I am gonna definitely rent it for a couple of days here. We'll go with this level 2. Rent for 7 days is 26 DEC. We can live with that. That ain't too bad. Now see, I'm picking these cards because I know what works for me. What works for me may not work for you, but I've had a lot of luck using the magic. My friend, gosh, I always get his name wrong. He's Infidel on YouTube. He's actually given me quite a bit of wisdom about this game, and I truly do treasure the knowledge I've learned from watching his videos. He's definitely helped me come a long way in this game. But see, now this card, I always try to grab a card that has low mana cost, because there's always a time that you're going to need something with 1 mana cost or 2 mana cost. And that one little piece of the puzzle, if you're missing it, it can make all the difference in the world between victory and defeat. So make sure you're paying attention to your mana cost. I'm going to show you how the logic behind my teams that I set up. And man, I don't always win. I get the heck kicked out of me, I'm not going to lie. But I hold my own. I feel like I hold my own pretty well. So this card right here, I like her, the Divine Sorceress. I own her on my other account, but today is specifically being done on a budget, and it's all rentals. That way you guys can see that it can be done for 500 DEC and make it to the Silver League. I mean, personally, the Life Splinter is pretty awesome. I like it a lot, but a lot of people have trouble using it. I don't know. They're kind of hard to get the hang of. One of the purposes of this video that I'm making right now is not only just to show you guys how I do my deck and how I work through everything, but it's also to show that you can rent and still play the game and still make it pretty far. So this is where it gets a little tricky. You want to get the best for your buck, right? So we're gonna try and grab this guy. I'm only gonna rent him for 2 days, not even. See, that would take all of my DEC for my budget. 2 days, that's 168. I still gotta do the Death Splinter. Okay, so we're gonna rent him for 1 day. Boom. So whatever we do today with this summoner, we're gonna have to make it count. Alright. I think I've got enough power now in my life. Yeah, I should be good to rock with life. I've still got about 250 DEC to work on the death. So I'm using polar opposites today. And I don't know, I really feel like I should rent either Clarius or the Sacred Unicorn. The High Priest Darius is pretty cool too, but I think I'm gonna grab this unicorn just to be safe. And he's relatively cheap. Let's see if I can find like a level 2 or a level 3. Granted, I don't really need it, but it is nice to have them, especially once we get to silver and we want to keep climbing in the ranks a little bit so that we don't get knocked out of it the first battle we play. So, damn. There we go, right there. I want that one. Rent for 2 days. Yeah. Okay, so this is gonna put my death splinter on a bit of a crunch. But it's gone. No. Not cool, dude. Son of a monkey. See, you gotta be fast with grabbing your cards. I've heard it about 1 billion times from watching Infidels videos. You got to be fast when you're trying to grab these cards, because there are a lot of other people trying to grab them too. So, considering that, I guess we're just gonna have to grab a level 1. Chains. Level 3 for 56. We'll try that. But that only gives me 1 day with him. I think I got this one. Usaba. Cool. Yeah. So, I should grab... Oh well. We're gonna go over to death, because if I don't, I'm not gonna have enough DEC to do this. So, right now, I have gathered up a decent life team to put up a heck of a fight with, at least. And as you can see, my death splinter is pretty bare. It's pretty much the exact cards you start with, minus I have a level 3 vampire here, and I have the darkest mage. It isn't even leveled up yet. So, let's go back to the market. Card rentals, here we go. So, Nightmare is an amazing tank, but you know, I want to say he's better once you get closer to Gold League, because he's got an ability called Phase, right? And this Phase ability is by far very, very useful, because in essence you can phase between the magic attacks, and it's just awesome. And not to mention, he's got the explosive burst also, which is freaking awesome. You can really do some damage with the Nightmare card. So, like, that's part of the reason why I just grabbed it. It's pretty epic. This Vinari Bonesmith, still figuring him out. Like, I know what his abilities are. I like the card. He's a very decent card, so we're gonna definitely rent it. And he's cheap, so we might as well. Plus, it'll help give us some power for getting into silver. So I don't know. Well, I do know, I mean, but I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. I've been having a lot of fun making the tutorials and whatnot. And I mean, I guess that's what it's about, right? I mean, just having a good time and enjoying what you're doing. Ain't that what life's all about? So this is a decent, cheap summoner. And the reason why I clicked on her is because I want to see what it's going to cost me to get a leveled up version. If there's even one for rent. There we go. Swear I saw one. 13. Okay, yeah. We can do that. Rent for 7 days. That's 100 DEC for a level 3 summoner. Not bad, dude. Not bad at all. Granted, it's not Mimosa, which is the one I prefer to grab, and I'm probably still going to grab it. But it's nice to have that just in case. So now we're kind of on a crunch on our DEC, so maybe I won't be able to grab Mimosa because I need to grab, I have him, I need to grab this one because she's got really high magic attack and it's a badass card. I love this card. Definitely one of my faves. So 28 DEC, 29 DEC, yeah, we can rock that. So yeah, hopefully what I'm doing right now will pay off. Not gonna sit here and guess that I'm gonna win like every battle, but I should put myself in a pretty good standing as far as making it into silver. You guys hear my birds trying to talk to you? They're pretty awesome little creatures. So I'm looking at this, and I think we're going to rent the alpha here because alphas give you a bonus DEC when you use them and win. Try and keep that in mind. It's almost the same thing as using a gold. So that's about 49 DEC. I guess I'll grab it for 1 day, guys. But that's okay. I didn't check this account to see if it has any credits, which I'm sure it does. So maybe I can rent my main tank for the Death Splinter using credits. Now this Heartclaw guy, he's really good. He's got that magic reflect, and it comes in handy, especially if you're not using Oster or Raoul or whatever he's called. And this guy's cheap, so we're gonna go ahead and grab him. Cancel. We're gonna swap to the credits just to see if I can afford it with credits. Total amount. Cool. So I'm kind of breaking my one rule. I've got this one card using credits, which isn't so bad. The credits is something new that they're not new, but obtaining them out of the reward chests is new. Plus, I just got a decent little, kind of a tank, more of a defensive end, without having to waste my DEC on it, so that's a major plus. Now see, this is where it gets tricky. So, Cthulhu is an amazing death card. I love that card. It's nice and powerful, and it does the trick, and it's got good health. This Fallen Spectre, another very amazing card. But as of today, I'm going to focus either on the Corrupted Pegasus, the Lord of Darkness, or a Mimosa Nightshade. I really want Mimosa. I want to own Mimosa, but for now, we're going to rent LOD because this card's worth it, guys. I'm telling you what. Even at like level 1 or 2, he is awesome. We're going to rent a level 1 just so I can show you guys. It's still set up on credits. Cancel. There we go. I might be able to grab up the Pegasus also. That Pegasus is pretty amazing. I like it a lot. My birds are really liking hearing me talk today. Guess I should probably give them some water in a sec. As soon as I'm done. I've never used Cryptmancer. It does have some pretty cool little abilities there, though. I may look into that. I own an Ancient Lich. Let's see how much grabbing one of you is gonna cost me. I want to say this is probably my favorite summoner. So yeah, I can grab a level 1 for 15 DEC. There's level 2 for 64. 95. 105. Nah. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go with the one I found. Rent. I'll rent her for 1 day. No, 2 days. It'll give me her for a couple of days. Alright, guys. So, unfortunately, I am out of my DEC now. So, I'm gonna have to go and win some battles so that I can get some more and continue to rent out my Death Splinter. I've got 60 EC. And typically it's a pretty good idea just to double check, make sure you got everything that you think you're gonna need. I have quite a bit here right now. I should be okay. Now we can start the grind. Let me check on these birdies. Hi, little birdies. Oh, yeah, you got food and waters. Hi, birdie. You little blue thing. All right. So, win 5 battles with the Life Splinter. But we're not just going to focus on life. We're going to use life for this little bit here. Grab him. Ooh, that's a high cost. What if I grab that? Okay. I'll grab that. See what I mean about having that one card with the 1 mana cost? The thing came in super handy right here. Even if I lose, it was just worth having him there. I don't feel like I'm gonna lose, so I feel like I'm gonna win. I'm feeling like a winner today. Let's see how my team does. Boom. Not bad, right, guys? Not bad at all. But, so, my goal is probably going to be to switch to death for a few battles and try and climb. Oh, I got a dragon summoner on this account too. But we're going to try and climb our way out of bronze and into gold. It's the ultimate goal, right? Well, into silver, not gold. My bad. So now I'm using Mimosa and the Lord of Darkness. Just those 2 cards against 3 other cards. Let's see how good I do. See? That's what I was trying to tell my guild last night. So, in essence, I am making this video so that they have a walkthrough on how I build my personal teams. But it's also for anybody who decides that they want a little extra insight on how to play this game. Don't think I grabbed a 1 mana cost. No, I did not. But I do know I can do this. Let's see how good the Harclaw is. I'm gonna say I should do relatively good. Probably gonna lose, but we'll see. See if I can keep that win streak going. Should have known. So, my first gut instinct was not to do that, and I should have listened. Because we want as many wins in a row as possible. Ooh, high mana cost game. So these are epic because you can use so much. Boom. We're gonna grab that Nightmare, followed by a Lord of Darkness, followed by him. Now we're gonna put a ranged attack here, another here. My best guess is that other people know about my strategy because I learned it from YouTube. So I'm going to make sure that I have that Rusty Android. That Rusty Android is such an amazing card, dude. Like, I had a gold foil of him that I had to sell at one point, which bummed me out a lot. But, you know, this is another one of those instances where I think I had more mana than they did. It doesn't seem fair to me, but hey, I win. That would have been a hard team to beat from my other account. So, yeah. It seems to me that sometimes this mana cap is lower for me and higher for my opponent, and vice versa. So just kind of pay attention to that. Now see, the reason why I grabbed this Death Summoner is because I was anticipating this happening. Low mana cost battles. Kind of try to be prepared, you know? But I am not going to bring him. I'm going to bring the Lord of Darkness. And this one, I suppose. Yeah, we'll rock that and see how it goes. This one shouldn't be too bad, but it might be. Nah, I got that. Still trying to climb up to at least 1 DEC a win. But, you know, I got 3,200 power. To get into silver, I may need to get a little bit more power. And when it comes down to that, I'll show you. But for now, we're gonna fucking keep on trucking. That Venari Bonesmith is cool, dude. I'm waiting for one of these rounds to be able to show you guys why I like that card so much. And if you guys are still watching, I just want to say thank you all for watching my videos and allowing me the opportunity to try and spread some of my knowledge of Splinterlands to you. But see how he just gained 1 life from that attack landing? That's why I like that Venari Bonesmith. In essence, he can be so powerful, dude. That unicorn can be a pain to beat sometimes because of that void. But that's why I put the extra tank in there. Because if they somehow manage to defeat my Lord of Darkness, they still got another tank they got to contend with before the match is over. Putting that extra tank in there just saved my butt. I'll show you guys on this round maybe. So typically when I'm designing my teams, I pick my summoner, and then I find me a pretty reliable tank. In this instance, I'm going to use the Nightmare. When really, I don't know, maybe I should just stick to Lord of Darkness. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Oh, come on, phone, don't do that. Oh, my game crashed. Alright. I don't want to play Forest Knight.